Welcome to Reader Syndicate 3.0, the next evolution of the look into counterculture that is Canna. My name is Matthew, owner of Riot Seeds, and this started as a one-man mission for strain history and breeding science. Over time, it's evolved into something bigger, better, and more of a team effort. We will be joined by members of the Cannaluminati and other friends throughout the seasons to hear their takes on grow techniques, breeding science, strain history, and more. Our mission is to combat the narrative that corporate cannabis and seed posers are obfuscating for their own financial benefit. Welcome to the underground. We are the Syndicate.
The videos on this channel, the Breeder Syndicate 3.0, are compliant with YouTube policies and does not depict or promote any sales or distribution of any substances. These videos do not violate any YouTube community guidelines and is intended to educate the public about historical and scientific aspects of hemp plants. This video does not promote, idolize, nor glorify any illegal activities or unsafe consumption of regulated substances. We are not doctors or lawyers. This should be super obvious. With that said, some people need to be reminded about this. Do not take anything we say as medical or legal advice of any sort. We are just the best at what we do. Live with it. All content is copyright of the Breeder Syndicate 3.0, 2024, Section 107 of the Fair Use Act. Thank you for your support.
Welcome to Breeder Syndicate. I'm Matthew, and I'm here today with Inspecta from CSI Humboldt Seeds.
That's right.
And I couldn't think of anyone better to actually review these books with than Mr. Inspecta himself. He has a lot more insight into some of the stuff that I wasn't around for, and some of this we both on. That sound about right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So the first thing we run into, this is the Cannabible with an introduction by Robert Connell Clark. Obviously, copy that I scanned in, but I wanted to get it in there. And the first place we wanted to start was here, the seminal 6 Dutch Marijuana Seed Company. And the first, of course, we start off with is 1979 Sacred Seeds established in California. Skunk One hybrids that are unlisted here that I have the old packs from. But for the most part, these are the ones that they are remembered for. So if Afghani 1, is that sacred?
Is it? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It must be.
1980.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Right. Mad Jag talked about getting those seeds with Afghani number 1 seeds.
Mm-hmm. Skunk 1, Afghani 1, Hindu Kush, and the original Haze, all 1980.
Damn.
Yep.
You know, a few of these still are very popular. Original Haze still being in demand. Skunk number 1 still in.
Shoot, I think all of them have their place in modern cannabis.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
1981 to 1983, we have Lowland Seed Co. It's like it has the address right here. CWCCs. That was that's who I was talking about. Keith Hokert and his partner. I don't remember his partner's name off the top of my head. The previous video to this is uploaded, and there's a video about Lowland Seed Co. and Keys, but it's in Dutch, so I don't know what he's saying. But it's there to look at if you ever.
Right.
I'm not familiar with this one. Are you, Dr. Weed or Dr. Wheat Exotic Seed Co.?
No, not really.
They got HP1.
It looks like by 87, he was mostly using SAM hybrids, right? You know, Skunk 1 hybrids.
Yeah, I mean, he was even using Skunk number 2, which was SAM stuff, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it looks like 1985 Cultivator's Choice comes out with California Orange, Early Girl, South African, Durban Poison, Mazzari Afghani, Indisat, and Acapulco Gold stabilized varieties, and Durban Poison Skunk number 1 hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I remember the Skunk number 2 being
in one of the High Times articles, but if I remember, Mad Jag told me that it was originally printed in, what was the other early magazine? Cincy Militips.
Yeah, Cincy Tips. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he said that that's where that was originally printed and reprinted.
Right.
Yeah.
What year did Sam head to the Netherlands? Was that 1980?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a chimera question.
Well, I mean, you got Cincy Seed Co. Established in '84.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you gotta, I'd imagine it was between 80 and 84. I'm guessing 1980 because 79 it was established in California.
Yeah.
Sacred Seeds, and then 1980, I'm guessing, that's when he moved out there.
Jag story. He met up with Robert Clark to buy the seeds, and Sam wasn't involved in any of the transactions, which I didn't know Robert Clark was a part of Sacred Seeds until going through that interview and that story. It wasn't like I don't think it was a common knowledge that they were working back together that long.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they were both coming from the same area of California, roughly.
Yeah.
Right.
How they met, that would be a good, interesting story to get.
Yeah, I think you need to get Rob on the show.
Been trying. Done tried.
Come on, Rob. Where are you at?
Rob. Yeah. They got questions.
Yeah. But then, from there, it's just kind of like a free fall from, everything Sam brought over there, hybridized with, the little bit of imports, the Dutch had. And then, going in towards where Neville, started bringing more stuff in from
yes,
United States.
Yeah.
Specifically, mostly the Pacific Northwest, right?
What it sounds like, and some from New York. We had some High Times connections in New York.
Okay.
But they might have just been helping him connect to California. And I don't know, but I don't remember anything being said.
Right. Yeah. No, it must have been nice back in the old days when there was only half a dozen seed companies.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, the way they talk, just opening his PO box and just be dumping money out.
Right.
Dumping.
Yeah.
And you had SSSC popping up. They had a lot of stuff like they had their own version of urban poison.
And that wasn't attached to Mel Frank at all, you think? Or Sam?
Wasn't. He didn't remember what basic type was, and I think it's pretty well hybrid of sorts. They had some weird Filipinos, odd things, but I just don't really know how much to put into a lot of these. Like how accurate the sourcing was.
Right.
Positronics, another big one for as far as import. They stayed around for quite a while.
Right.
Major influences. SSSC with their Williams Wonder. Again, Beatrix Choice stabilized. I'm not sure that this was anything different than what was available.
It kind of looks like, I don't know, they've got an Oregon Indica in there. Curious where that came from.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that really, really interests me. Like some of these weird imports, like there's a lot of California Indicas.
Right. Where did refresh my memory, where did Tom Hill's haze come from? Was that Aussie?
he says Positronics, and they had their what was it called, Haze 19 collection,
Right,
but
right.
he gets really upset anytime I bring up Haze 19. I don't know. That was a Positronics cut.
I don't think I've ever seen a Positronics catalog, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, I remember asking Ornard for them, but he didn't have anywhere to be kept. That would be nice to come across.
Right.
There's the Neville stuff, and I think that we've covered Neville stuff ad nauseum. There's a lot of like Early Girl, Early Pearl, Early Scob, a lot of stuff from Sam.
Right.
Of course, have the Northern Lights introductions via the Northern Lights crew.
87 Dutch Passion, don't forget.
I love Dutch Passion.
I know.
I love
Purple Star, Purple Wonder.
Star. There it is.
Yeah.
They had the their version of 4-way.
Yeah.
And of course, Skunk One, because you can't get enough of that.
Right.
I wasn't familiar with Positronics' First Girl, aka Early Girl. I didn't know they did a version.
Look at this, 1990 Exotic Seed Co.
Oh, what?
Purple
Been around
indica.
Forever.
Purple indica, bro. That's it. We found it.
We have found the source, Exotic Seed Co.
Yeah. Hey.
There it is.
Hey, Fletch, archive. we found the source. It's right here in the book.
Source. Give credit where it's due.
Yeah, purple indica. Super original. It's purple. It's indica. What should we name it?
What should we name this shit?
Decisions, huh?
It looks like a lot of this stuff, this Dr. Weed seeds, it looked like he started doing Dutch Passion stuff right here. And then I noticed it said Dutch Passion seeds from Dr. Weed. So in 91 to 92, maybe they were selling seeds from whoever this Dr. Weed exotic is. And maybe he became Exotic Seed Co. and then became Dr. Weed seeds. I don't know.
Yeah, did he change his name from Dr. Wheat to Dr. Weed? That's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah. And, there's Exotic Seed Co. and Dr. Wheat Exotic Seeds.
Is that the original exotic? Huh?
Think it might be.
Mike's been in business for a long time.
So long.
Since the 80s.
We got some Thailand race skunk from Kulu Trading. I'm not familiar at all with any of that.
Right. Yeah, I know. It says the Seminole 6 Dutch marijuana seed companies, but there's a lot of other weird stuff in here too.
There is. There's a lot of stuff that, like, super skunky established. Super skunky with their Super Widow, Bud Bunny, this Starlight, Stony Eye, Pyramid, Widow Warrior. It sounded like a bunch of Widow hybrids by 1990.
Right.
That company was.
Ooh, hey, your favorite. I found it.
What is it?
1998.
Yes.
Dutch Passion Blueberry.
Dutch Passion Blue.
AKA
original Blueberry.
Yeah. Don't forget the
original
AKA.
Blueberry. But
1998.
I mean, yeah, maybe it was Dutch Passion that beat Sager Matha to the DJ.
Wait, weren't you still on Pampers in 98?
98, I was about to graduate.
Fresh out of Pampers. Okay.
Fresh out of Pampers. but my wiener still worked. So.
not my. Okay, back to what we were talking about. A little weird.
But yeah, it's never weird. Dutch Passion, Holland's Hope, Oasis. I don't see anything that stands out too crazy here. They're still selling Purple Star, Purple Passion.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But doesn't the 90s in Amsterdam kind of seem like, well, I don't know, the last 10, 15 years around here? It's just like all skunk #1 hybrids as far as the eye can see. And then
Yeah.
polyhybrids. And now it's just like all Girl Scout cookie hybrids and
Crazy.
polyhybrids and polyhybrids.
Yeah, it became the new Skunk One,
Right.
for all
right.
intents and purposes, as far as how it's used by the community.
I wonder if there's Skunk One in Girl Scouts.
Good question. I mean, probably somewhere in there.
Yeah, maybe.
Never know.
Yeah, F1 Derb, Skunk One.
So this one says second generation Dutch company.
Oh, is there a second page?
But it also,
no.
Yeah.
No. It's, which one?
But,
what year? It's like 10 pages down, bro.
Oh, is it?
Second generation. Yeah.
I did cut out some stuff just to make it only.
Oh shit! Look at who's there. 1993.
THC. Adam Dunn with the original bubble gum.
Wow, right there, 1994.
Yep.
And then
94.
Serious bubble gum.
Grow any Casey Brain stuff?
No.
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 Not that Casey Brains.
Not that I knew of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you have any opinion on the widow debate, the breeding of widow debate?
Oh man, I wouldn't even want to go there.
Yeah.
You know, that's all kinds of he said, she said from the mid 90s. That's 30 years ago. Sure.
Yeah. It was a lot of that stuff.
I mean, it's weird that, you know, a smaller dude, why would he claim that unless he actually was responsible? And then, the bigger dude,
yeah,
is like, I bred it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
My only opinion or input on that is that myself and many others throughout the years that were, on the Mr. Nice forums and stuff, ran a lot of the widow. Did it just cut out again?
Yes, it did.
They had the White Rhino, Medicine Man, stuff like that. And it was just, I never really saw anyone go, this is it. This is the widow I remember.
Right.
So that's my only input into it.
Yeah, I only grew some White Widow F2s and a few hybrids back in 1999.
Yeah,
that was my all of my experience with good old Widow. Good old Steve Tuck F2s. Yeah.
Ooh, if ever anyone doing F2s, I would like them to be Steve Tuck.
Somebody actually fucking mentioned his name in an email to me, I think. Recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, Steve Tuck is boss. He's trying to da. And I'm like, whoa, be careful. I don't know. Steve Tuck must be like 90.
I don't know, but I remember the strain videos he did on YouTube are.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
OG came from Overgrow Kush.
That is where it came from. I thought you knew.
You heard it here first. And second. Actually, second. Sorry.
Yeah. First, it was grown at the ocean. Then it made its way to Overgrow. Good times.
That's right. It got to be ocean grown. Got to grow it in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ocean grown by the Overgrow.
And I noticed up here that in 92, Homegrown Fantasies re-released Positronics Haze 19 Skunk One.
Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. Seeds of Courage. It looks like that was Soma's company.
Where's that? Oh yeah. 98.
Like?
Oh no. He was way back there, huh? 95.
Yeah, 95.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a company called Seeds of Courage. But it does have the original names A+ instead of Rock Bud.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you remember. He essentially just brought all of his accidental, feminized seed over to
Yes.
Europe over in 1995, I'm guessing.
Yep.
You know,
Created rhodalization.
yeah. Wait,
AKA stress testing.
I thought I created that. Damn.
We all want to be the creator of
I know.
rhodalization.
Oh no, actually Matt created it. That's right.
That's what my spray is secretly.
You should have called it rhodalization spray.
Roadie spray.
Yeah. Spritz it on the roadies.
So here's let's start cruising on in. Other than that, you know, it's the normal stuff that we know about: Paradise, Belladonna, PH seeds. We could mention more, but
right.
Still around. He can do that himself. He has his own podcast. All right, let's scroll on down.
Right. Starting with that Afghani. Looks like an Afghani.
Any AK-47, any input on this? Any different impressions? I know you know gone through some.
I mean, back in the day, I never grew it, but a bunch of buddies were growing it in basements underneath barns, you know, around Humboldt, and it it yielded a lot. It was pretty nasty, you know, how they grew it, but you know, they kind of had the attitude like their shit was the best. And I'm like, I'm like, I don't even want to grow the cut because you make it look so good. You know.
Do you remember anything about what it smelled like or looked like, the cut that was circulating back then?
It was this big old huge chunky nugs. I forget what year it was, but it was in the early, maybe mid 2000s.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of it from these guys, and then went through and I bought it on the cheap, and I went through and then re-trimmed it up, and so it actually looked halfway decent.
Yeah.
And you know, it wasn't that bad. I ended up smoking a bunch because I had like a lot of tooth pain for a minute, and man, that stuff, it tasted nasty. Who knows what the fuck they sprayed on it, or this, that, or the other. I knew it was just straight pure chems.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know what it was, but that thing was the only thing that, like, you know, just knocked out the tooth pain.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, you know, obviously it's memorable for that. It tasted nasty. But, you know, I never grew it, never wanted to grow it. But, you know, it was entirely based off of, you know, how these guys were growing it. So, you know,
later on, you grew a cherry AK.
The cherry AK cut that came from you. That thing, super frosty, way better quality cut than whatever they had. And that cherry AK, it has a surprising, you know, trait that it is completely immune to powdery mildew. Like,
that's awesome.
You can have the worst powdery mildew ever, and this plant is like, yeah, nice try. You know?
Right.
And there's not many plants like that. I mean, Pakistani citral, really good, you know, almost impervious to powdery mildew.
Yeah.
Oh, and then one of these stupid bastard biscuit clones I've got, you know, won't get powdery mildew if it's in the worst spot ever.
That's amazing.
So, anyways, but yeah,
and bubble gum too, right?
No, bubblegum gets powdery like a bitch. Yeah, no, fucking bubblegum, fucking, yeah. Bubblegum is completely mold resistant. But no, it gets powdery just fine.
So, it'll take it, you know, just fine.
Need a little hybridization and get the mold proof and then the powder proof all into the same. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm more of an indoor breeder, but if somebody really worked at it with all those on the outdoor,
Mm-hmm.
then I think it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah, and it's got a great resin production.
Yep. Next page we got, I think next page, yeah. Alaskan Matanuska Thunderfuck.
There you go.
Yeah,
The legendary.
That's one of the few. My dad had a short list, back in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s. He had a short list, and he got some Matanuska Thunderfuck. And he raved about that for the next 20 plus years. As one of the best he'd ever smoked. Now whether Sagarmatha got a decent resemblance of anything to that, I don't know.
Yeah, hard to say.
Yeah, but I got a cut from one of the homies off of the Cannabible.
Yeah.
I think I got it from Kendo, but he got it from this dude in Central Oregon of Alaskan Thunderfuck, and it only grew it for a year or two, and it's one of the ones I kind of wish I still had, because I mean, this thing grew so strong and stout. Unfortunately, well, fortunate for some, unfortunate for others, it had like a well, okay, it had a little bit of that terpenoline, so
little devils in it.
Yeah, it had just like a sweet train wrecky vibe, sweet Jack vibe to it. But man, it was one of the strongest, beefiest. I hope I have pictures of that, because I don't even remember taking pictures. And I grew like 6 of them outdoors, out in Trinity County. I don't know, 2010, 11, 12, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But no, that's actually one of the cuts. I actually, even though it was terpenoline, I wish I could find again. So if anybody knows where that Alaskan Thunderfuck from Central Oregon be hanging, let me know.
Amsterdam Flame, don't terribly care. Don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Amsterdam Gold, I don't know. That's
Same. Oh shit!
What's that?
Not the fantasy, bruh.
Oh no, here we are.
I heard that was available at Wonderland. Real deal.
Real deal. I've seen people selling flower of this at the most rank collectives in Bakersfield.
Really?
Claiming to still to this day, as recent as, I don't know, 3 years ago.
Right.
Pretending to sell Asian fantasy. But
well, I bet you a bunch of it came from Wonderland and Kevin Jodery.
That would make sense. Do we know where he sourced his cut?
I remember looking into it, and I'm pretty sure it was Blueberry times Asian Fantasy. It was not the original.
Oh, so that would be from Brothel Brothers that never had Asian Fantasy.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. I know JJ New York worked with that for a bit too.
Yeah, but
people got mixed up in it.
It did get spread out a good little bit as Asian Fantasy, and Brothel Brothers, Mr. Kid, whatever aliases, blah blah blah. He's the only one I ever saw claiming it. Mm-hmm. But then, I called him out a few places way back in the day, and he pretended to be an old lady who had it, and her husband just died on Icy Mag. I mean, there's still the posts from closing in on 20 years ago.
Those are good ones.
Yeah, and it's just like, you're not a little old lady.
Husband didn't just die.
Yeah, you're NYC kid, and then he went over to the farm and was pitching the same story, but he wasn't the little old lady anymore. I'm like, well, you have the same story and same pictures. Holy cow. It's not, yeah, I don't think you have Asian fantasy, but
yeah, those guys were unstoppable.
yeah, obviously he took the pictures and reviewed it. It was grown on Maui, so
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, his reviews on certain strains really, really inspired people to want to try to track those things down.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate or just, what it is, but Jason, from a lot of perspectives, he likes clear weed. He likes light weed. He likes stuff like DJ Short that a lot of people who like getting stoned, or ripped or digging the dirt, Jason King and DJ both do not like that. They like clear-headed, high, low THC weed, essentially. So, and that's not a bad thing. That's just a personal preference.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who, shame on you for liking light stuff. No.
Yeah. I kind of like the light stuff.
I mean, I'm a huge proponent of you do you smoke what you like. You might like the super strong. I might like, the super tasty, and don't poo-poo on, the other dude for liking what he likes, I mean, I've done that plenty in the past, and it's one thing I got to remind myself, don't hate on somebody's, the only thing I hate is liars and thieves, and,
exactly,
unscrupulous individuals. That's the only thing I hate.
Inconsistencies.
Yeah, But other than that, don't hate on people for liking what they like.
I definitely like and prefer the lighter end that's more anti-anxiety. But then there's also stuff like Trainwreck that isn't really liked to a lot of people. And what do we got next?
Oh shoot, Big Bud.
The Big Bud Exploder.
Yeah, we can skip that one.
Yeah. So let's talk about Big Bud, the real one.
Right.
And this description. What do you think about this description?
I mean, Big Bud was one of those clones that I got from my dad back in the mid-90s. And I mean, it had big chunky buds. I don't know, I can't be sure that it was the same one as this or the real one,
Yeah.
But I mean, it was definitely more like an indica leaning, hybrid.
Yeah.
At least the one I had. So
does this description sound anything like Salmon Creek?
No. 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 The Big Bud cut I got from my dad. It wasn't like Salmon Creek at all.
Oh, interesting.
It was more along the lines of like a Northern Lights type of plant, more indica. But no, Salmon Creek always struck me as a Skunk One hybrid.
Oh, and interesting.
I'm pretty sure all Salmon Creek was Big Bud that went over to Amsterdam, crossed to Skunk One.
A big skunk, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was just super. Salmon Creek Big Bud was super cheesy. Just it had that musk. And I've told you how recently I grew a bunch of Berry Freak. From Homeboy. That stuff was so and it's supposed to be a Big Bud skunk hybrid. And man, that stuff is so cheesy, so just like musky. Forgive me, because you already know I've got a bad sniffer.
Yeah.
Well, no, I got a good sniffer.
Got a good sniffer.
It doesn't attach to brain, So, you know, Sniffer is like, this is delich. And then Brain's like, well, what is it? And Brain's like, I don't fucking know. Cheesy. You know, it's not
Yeah.
accurate, you know.
Yeah.
So anyways. But no, that Berry Freak with its Big Bud Skunk in there, which dominates it. You know, because Berry Freak is it's half holy banana, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Big Sur Holy Weed times Banana OG, and
Yeah.
then Big Bud Skunk. So that's the hybridization of Berry Freak, which is, you know, the parentage of Freak Show. Anyways, that stuff is so just pure dominant in that Big Bud Skunk. I mean, you know, Max's dad, all his stuff was like straight up train wreck skunk one, you know,
Yeah.
but then, you know, Max's stuff, it was just all freaking super fruity, like almost a Mendo purple fruity, but then it was like that Salmon Creek Big Bud. Just, and I mean, everybody, I've just been giving that stuff away. I need to get you some. Yes, I know.
Yes.
But everybody who's tried it is just like, and the thing that surprised me most about that, this is a total tangent, but it's related to Big Bud.
It is
It's freaking flavorful. Like it smells or it tastes just as good as it smells.
I like that.
And it's a killer nightcap on top of that. Like it's just like that heavy, dull, just, and it's real nice smoke. Just, you know, so
My question is, and it's kind of they reverse Banana OG onto Holy Weed, or
no, it was the male. They used a male, like a mutant-ish male Berry Freak, not Berry Freak, Big Bud Skunk 1. So the mutation of Freak Show came from that Big Bud Skunk 1.
Okay.
Yeah. And coincidentally, if you dig into Trainwreck, you know, S1 or recessive genetics, there's mutations in that stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if Trainwreck's not like a Skunk 1 something hybrid, you know, from the old days. But and I'm just talking about, you know, mid late 90s on Trainwreck.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm talking about you know, like the 82 Trainwreck that, you know, the old Trainwreck. So those ones could have been totally different.
Is there potentially a cut that goes back that far that was called Trainwreck?
I came across a little advertisement from Mendocino County. It's saved somewhere in in all my you know, archives, and it had like Colombian Gold and Acapulco, and it had Trainwreck, and it was dated, timestamp 1982.
Ooh.
Yeah, Trainwreck. So yeah, but you know, I've told you, you know, plenty of times. I was, you know, all of us, we were getting Trainwreck back in high school, and then when I got the cut, the first time I got, you know, a cut of Trainwreck, in like '98 or whatever, it wasn't what we were getting.
Yeah,
and it traced back to HPRC in Arcata. And it was more than likely, essentially, the Arcata Trainwreck, or one of the versions of Arcata Trainwreck, which is what Trainwreck has been ever since for the last 25 plus years.
Yeah, so it's what most people know it as.
Yeah, and it was HPRC at that time was the grower there. His name was Eric. He was on Overgrow as Berserker, and you know, he blah 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 a bunch. But at the end of the day, you know, I talked to him privately, and I was like, yeah, that's not like the Trainwreck, you know, we were all getting, you know, back 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it was when I talked to him.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, that's not the first time I've been told that mine's not the real Trainwreck. And I'm like, well, but, you know, nobody knows that old Trainwreck. All they know is, you know, that Arcata wreck, or, you know, Trainwreck, you know, past that. And so it's just like, because I don't remember Trainwreck having terpinolene in it when I was smoking it, you know,
wow,
30 years ago, you know.
Was it lemony back then? Do you remember?
I don't know. It was so beyond frosty.
Yeah.
It was just these amazing frosty ass nugs. And I've said this before, that when I first got that, cut of Trainwreck that is now Trainwreck, that everybody considers as Trainwreck,
Mhm.
We didn't even call it Trainwreck. We were like, no, this ain't Trainwreck. So we were calling it Juicy Fruit because it,
Yeah.
that original one we got was just like all fucking high, sweet terps with that, back end of the, the terpenoline.
Yeah.
But
But Juicy Fruit didn't stick.
No, because everybody was like, "Oh, you got the Trainwreck." I'm like, "Okay, I guess we do." Because I cropped Trainwreck for a few years there. I ain't gonna lie, 99 to 02. I was cropping, Trainwreck and Snow and Blueberry. I don't know if it was DJ's, but it was Blueberry.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, good old Trainwreck. So yeah. Anyways.
I think they actually entertain that. We have the Big Bud hash plant here. Again, referring to Big Bud, originally from the Pacific Northwest. And that also reminds me that when Neville talked about Afghan T, Afghan S, the other clone that he had was called Big Bud, and he said he called it Big Bud because it reminded him of the clone from the Pacific Northwest that was called Big Bud.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. One of those original maple leaf expressions he called Big Bud for that reason.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of this reminds me that I just wish people would be more transparent in how they list their pedigrees on stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's so many companies that just, the pedigree is just like, I don't know. It just, I don't know. I appreciate people who just, go so far, like beyond back to list the entire pedigree. I mean, you and I, that's why I always like Jackson, is because he put so much pedigree on there. I'm like, bro, you don't have to put 20 generations back, but that's why I like him, because I'm like,
good info.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, that is so honest. It's too honest.
Yeah,
but it's exactly what it is, and
yeah.
Oh, I can appreciate that all the way.
Yeah, some of that shit should look like an algebra equation by the time it comes to us.
It should. Yeah.
Do you know anything about Bizarre?
Oh no. That was yeah. Black Domino always. I was always curious about that. I'd kind of like to grow some sometime, but I never did.
Yeah, I never got to grow that one. I had a Black Domino Terror, which is a very bad take on it.
Right.
There's the Black Widow.
Yeah. I kind of wish that name wasn't used, because I'd love to do a strain called Black Widow.
I know you like to play with Black Widows, you weirdo.
What? No, I don't try to touch them. I ain't that clever.
Yeah.
I'd get bit. Yeah. Let's skip Blaze, because who the hell knows?
Yeah, who the hell knows?
And is it just me, or is that like some of the crustiest looking blueberry nug you've ever seen?
Oh my god! Well, this one he says is not blueberry.
Oh, okay.
Not the real blueberry.
Foo.
So is it Moonshine Man blueberry?
No, I don't think so. That's some dude's dad's blueberry. Probably my son's.
Yeah, he says it's that it does have a blueberry fragrance.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting. And
yeah.
Light blueberry, which I've seen.
Yeah. Oh, the real one.
See, real one.
That second page of the Indoor Amsterdam version, that just looks like DJ's blueberry.
Yes.
It looks like a haggard ass plant.
Yeah. The leaf cuffing and
like it looks like inbred genetics. You know what I mean?
And it was.
Like, so inbred genetics are interesting because, like, you grow out 100 of a, of an F1, 100 a F2, you know, so on and so on. If you pick the wrong ones, guess what you get?
Yeah, exactly.
You get inbred genetics. You can keep
Yes.
things strong and burly and just like, you know, whatever. But, you know, I don't know. Sometimes, yeah. OGKB, I'm talking to you. You know, I'm just saying. I know what that genetic is. Inbred.
Inbred.
Yeah, yeah.
It pops up in all kinds of different things.
Right. But I mean, the blueberry I had back in the, you know, the late 90s, early 2000s, I lost it in 05, I think.
Mhm.
But man, it was such a strong plant. Just, you know, killer structure. It had big old, it looked like the outdoor Puna more.
Okay.
A picture. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. It was leafy, but man, it smelled great. You know, and the last time I grew it, I grew a full light of it, and I think I, from a regular old Hortolux single ended, I think I ended up with like 2 pounds 10 ounces or something like that. You
From
know,
a blueberry?
yeah, from a
Good Lord.
yeah, from the bed. My Humboldt snow bed, I had one bed of snow right next to it,
Yeah.
and I got 2 pounds 14 ounces from that. Almost hit 3 pounds of the old Hortolux double, you know, single ended.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but no, I liked whatever I had was blueberry, and we got that in either 98 or 99. It was probably 99. I don't want to fudge numbers or anything, but I don't even remember entirely who or where we got it from. I know my cousin, I think, sourced it, but then I can't remember who he exactly got it from. But then again, I don't even entirely know if he sourced it.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get old.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if DJ was selling seeds locally wherever he was back then, aside from the stuff in Amsterdam, or if he wasn't taking this until later when he was doing the lectures.
Well, and you know, honestly, if it was if it was like 99, even 98 maybe, I mean, you know, there was all kinds of folks going over to Amsterdam for the High Times Cups and everything back then.
Yep.
Could have easily brought it over. I mean, Chris Jockey, you know, he went over in what, 88 or something, and smuggled back supposedly 50 seeds of, you know, the Big Bud, and it was, you know, obviously the Big Bud clone crossed to Skunk One.
Yeah.
And that's where Salmon Creek Big Bud was created.
Yeah.
You know, it was just, you know, so I mean, very likely, you know, somebody, you know, popped over to ADAM, and you know, it could have been, say, like November, you know, Cannabis Cup time, November 98, you know, grew them out, you know, oh hey, this is a good one, and then then it got circulated. And I had the way I got into everything is, you know, my dad gave me, you know, 3, 4, or 5, I don't know, 6 really nice you know, heirloom type clones.
Yeah.
That he'd gotten over the years from the, you know, early mid 80s all the way through, you know, the late, or not the late, but the early 90s. And so, you know, I had stuff that, you know, anybody wanted to trade for.
Oh, I bet.
So, you know, we were always trading stuff. And, you know, there's some stuff, you know, I kind of wish, you know, some of those cats that, you know, traded it to, you know, might still have, but you know, that's probably very, very doubtful.
Long shot.
Yeah. But you never know. There's weirdos out there. I mean, I've had clones now, you know, between me and, you know, fam and friends.
Yeah.
You know, that we've held on lock for 30 fucking years.
Yeah, those things should probably be put to sleep at this point.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to live 1 year, bro.
No, but nobody wants these annuals. But yeah, no, a good blueberry is very nice.
Yeah, it's become my favorite, obviously, from everything that I've done over the past several years with it.
Actually, if you look at that next page, I think it's an outdoor shot. That's almost identical to what the blueberry I had looked like. You were just there. You were just there.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, that one right.
There we go.
The outdoor shot.
Yeah.
That looks almost dead on. Just straight stems, leafy. You know, but it looked like that indoors or out. You know.
Yeah.
But so you know, it very well could be. You know, DJ's blueberry. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, from that 98, 99. So, and I think that stuff was all F4. You know, if you you know, but I don't know what he did past F4 because something changed and
something drastically changed, and
there were selections that were not made well. I don't know. Oof.
I thought that the Swiss selections that went back to BC with those guys tended to be the most blueberry expressing stuff. And
right.
I remember Lone Star sourced his from Dick High.
Yeah. No, that project. I mean, DJ just oversaw that project.
Yeah.
It was really what, you know,
Red and all those dudes.
Red and those dudes who grew them all out, and DJ came in, and I mean, I don't even know if, you know, it seems like he did a real 1-to-1 type of situation, and did like an indica type to a sativa type, and I don't know, you know, it's one way to breed.
It's creative.
I might have bred a little different, you know.
It's artistic breeding.
Yeah, I mean, I think all that stock was really good for breeding with, you know, even up to that F4 generation or so. But then, you know, I think it took a wrong turn. I don't know.
And that's how I felt too. And it was always hard to say that publicly. Like, I don't want people to feel disrespected that work like DJ. I would never want them to feel disrespected for.
Right.
My whole point was to put blueberry back in blueberry so that he gets to see that. You know, that happened. Someone finally did it and nailed it in seed every time. Right. Yeah. I mean, some of the stuff is pretty easy. Like I noticed even here, you know, Jason King got it right. The Highland Thai, also called Juicy Fruit Chai, you know, it was a part of it. 3 strains: Highland Thai, Purple Thai, Afghani Indica, were used with Great Blueberry and others. But it was never specific on what was crossed to what, you know, I think he was trying to remember each parent and seeing expressions, naming stuff after expressions. Right. But, you know, yeah.
I'm also real curious, and you know me, I've always had, you know, a suspicion that, you know, basically he had the Purple Thai clone. A lot of people in Oregon say, you know, that was a clone that was going around. DJ didn't have anything to do with breeding, and that was the chocolate Thai cross the purple cross the Oaxacan. Yeah. And so a lot of people say he didn't have anything to do with that. So he had that clone, and then he had a juicy fruit female, and he just crossed, you know, that, you know, indica plant, Afghani, Pakistani, whatever, to those 2 plants. And I've always had a suspicion, like he, you know, I could be wrong, but it always felt like he just put all those seeds into one bag. And
that's how I felt.
That was like the F1s, but it was like 2 different F1s.
Yes.
And then he pulled everything out of that bag, you know, to make blueberry, flow, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And part of the reason why I think that is because a lot of these old Humboldt breeders, they weren't really breeders. They just made a few seeds for the next season. That's how they did it. And they didn't keep track of things. And there are so few actual breeders, you know, from you know, the United States in the old days, which is why DJ is so famous, because, you know, nobody wanted to, like, you know, be in that spotlight or take that risk, or,
Yeah, that's true.
and even then, most of them weren't doing any kind of work because you couldn't, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Yeah, it made it very, very hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, bubble gum.
Yeah, scroll down to bubblegum.
Yeah.
Where we at? Bubblegum.
Yeah, bubble gum. Uh-huh.
Double bubble. He even mentions double bubble. The one thing I found interesting here is that he gives the lineage is as Big Skunk with some NL5.
Right.
And I'm interested in asking Mr. King, where he got that sourcing. I've never been able to get anything else.
I mean, there's a lot of rumors, and I know fellows who have kind of supposedly tracked down, where it came from, and what its genetics were. But yeah, I don't know if I believe that 100%.
Yeah, there's the story of Victor and Radar and those dudes bringing it over. Those, we at least know those are the ones who introduced
it to all the guys over there in Amsterdam.
Yeah. I think Radar recently passed, if I remember correctly.
And what do they claim it? What do they claim it was?
I don't remember there being any claims on what it was. Was it just indica?
Right. I mean, the first time I grew some bubble gum, my buddy gave me a cut in, I'm thinking like 98. It could have been 97. It was either 97 or 98. And my buddy, he gave me a cut. And I grew it out, and I got pictures, I think on my original Instagram account of old Redbeard, Tigard Farms, of holding these big old, beefer colas, all, camo masked off and stuff. And that was some bubble gum I grew back in 97, 98, somewhere around there. Closet style, 400 water. I think it was a 430 HPS. Diamond.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Just bragging.
Diamond too, huh?
Yeah. I had a 430 diamond, and then I had a 400 watt diamond HPS, and then I had a 400 watt Hydro Farm metal halide. And that was my favorite light. But, I was just trying to probably be daddy's boy, and I like metal halides too, daddy. No, but it sounds.
Did you ever do the hanging vertical bulbs?
I mean, I've done them a couple times.
Got any scars?
Done them a couple times. No, I never burnt my forehead off. But
I got my arm good with them.
Yeah, no, I had a room with 3 of them dangling one time, and then I had a tent doing something with one dangling another time. The tent the one time I did a dangler in the tent was that stupid. No, I'm playing about stupid, but it was the first time I ran out the Burmese. Yes. And I'm flowering out these little 6-inch plants, and they're like 7 feet tall, just bending under the tent. Just like And I'm like, damn it! I had to change it from a hooded light to a vertical
dangler.
Yeah, and so they're all just around it, like.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
Yeah. So, anyways.
To see you're still using the tech.
Yeah, I've been using that tech for a while. But yeah. Anyways, no.
Was the first cut you got the Indiana bubblegum?
No. The very first cut I ever got was Northern Lights from.
No, I mean, as far as. First bubblegum cut.
No. That first bubblegum back in 97, 98, whatever it was. It was I'm pretty sure it was 97 when we got it, because I think I flowered it out over that winter. That was that came from my buddy. I have no idea what it was. It was just a bubblegum cut he had gotten from who knows where.
Yeah.
But it was nice. I don't think it was at all. It looked like this picture right here, the big picture of bubblegum.
Yeah.
It looked, finished, it looked like that. You can even look at those old pictures from that I posted up, I think, and it looked like that.
Yeah.
But I imagine it was just one of the 8M guys, bubblegum versions.
Yeah.
And then I got the I think we all got the other bubblegum. I think if memory serves, I think Docta, I think Fletch was wanting the bubblegum and the Indiana bubblegum.
Yeah.
And I think Elk Slayer might have gotten it from, I think he got it from Chip from Seaweed.
Okay.
And so I rolled down to Mendo and picked up the Indiana bubblegum. And this is what, 08, 09, 10, I don't know, somewhere around there. It might have been around 08. I'm not sure. But I picked it up mainly for Fletch. But, then, of course, I grew it out and took a cut, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I got it. But Chip, he had he was the owner of Royal Gold, blah 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 at the time, and one of the main dudes who still works at Royal Gold, I think he's the dude responsible for bringing that cut out in the mid '90s, I'm thinking, to Humboldt County, and that was a heavily cropped clone. Around the Emerald Triangle, back in those days, and all the way up through. I don't think they were too happy that it got out, but
sure,
it was already out elsewhere, but I think they were trying to hold it fairly tight back then.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, because I mean it's almost mold proof. And it would put on good sized nugs, and it was ready early and blah blah blah. So
smelled delicious.
Yeah, I mean it smells great. It doesn't taste as good as it smells, but yeah, but it has a lot of great qualities to it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, how about this one? Bull Rider.
Oh shit, that doesn't look like the Bull Rider I grew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I grew.
He says she has a luscious sweetness reminiscent of a good Shiva skunk. There was Shiva skunk down in San Diego and SoCal, but again, this predates my.
Yeah, the one Bull Rider I grew was it was super frosty. I mean, I got pictures of it up on my old IG. It had more. It had some pretty thin, almost sativa leaves, super frosty, dense nugs. And it was sweet. It's one I would have liked to, try again. I didn't keep it around for long enough, so.
Yeah.
But
I think. But.
Oh, I just have no idea what the chain of custody or just the legitimacy of it actually was.
And California Desert Sativa,
kind of generic.
Yeah, kind of generic-y. Effects of sativas versus indicas. This is, and for people that don't know, there's a lot of really interesting personal takes that Jason King wrote in these books.
Right.
I didn't include most of them just because I want people to go out and buy the book. And we're very strain focused in this point. Some of it's talking about stuff revolving around cannabis, but not necessarily.
Right.
BC.
Yeah. My views on BC is anything that made it out of BC was not good. But I believe they had all kinds of good stuff that they kept to themselves up there, and nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But the bulk commercial produced stuff that was coming down here in the 90s and early 2000s, poo. Not a fan.
The
Hey,
Romulan here,
so yeah,
but he says it's a haze hybrid. And everything that when I talked to Romulan Joe, it didn't sound like there was any haze involved.
what did Romulan Joe say it was again?
It was it wasn't from Vietnam or any of that, but it was merchant marines. And he said it had some sativa to it that people had worked for a while, stuff, and then an indica was added in later.
Okay.
And then it became mostly indica dominant.
Interesting. Right.
Yeah. Right. It was originally called the other one.
Interesting. No, a real Romulan has always been on my list. 99% of any Romulans that people are growing are, I mean, am I wrong? They're mostly that White Widow Romulan hybrid made up in BC. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah.
That's all I ever see. I'm like, nothing even really resembles the actual Romulan. There's been a bunch of companies who, sell Romulan seeds and
name themselves after the company.
Well, no, I'm not naming names. I'm not hating naming names, whatever.
I'm responsible for my own evil comments.
Well, I mean, but 99% of Romulan out there is not pure Romulan. It probably is, started as 50% Romulan, but I don't know. One thing I always say though is you can always, self a clone, even if it's 50%, but just because you self it, it's not gonna segregate back to its original heritage.
Yeah,
it's gonna just
do whatever popping it wants.
Yeah. So, it's kind of hard to, dig out the originals out of, hybrids. Ooh, cat piss.
Cat piss. That's your buddy Shabuds, I think, right?
Yeah, old Shabud. Yeah.
I knew the San Diego cat piss really well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like the San Diego one. It never was as pissy as even the Pittsburgh piss, the Bay Area piss that Shaw uses.
Never tried that one.
Yeah, but it was like a better plant overall, a much better plant. I grew both of them outdoors and indoors, but I grew both of them outdoors, and the San Diego one was just amazing plant. And the Pittsburgh piss, the Bay Area cat piss, it is like just a stout indica, and so but it had that musky, cat pissy smell, not enormously strong, but better than the San Diego. I felt like I didn't really feel the San Diego was that pissy, but maybe I could have grown it wrong.
The San Diego cat piss that I was used to down there smelled like a very super silver haze type.
If I was to guess, because it was an amazing plant, just like super silver haze. It looked a lot different than the Bubba Dutch super silver haze I grew outside. But it put on kind of like that and super frosty and just amazing plant. But I should have changed the name of that super silver to cat piss. I could have probably sold it.
Yeah, you probably could have sold it better.
Whoops.
A cherry bomb. I think that's a reefer, man.
Yeah. I think we should pass on chronic. Citral, Crystallica.
Yeah, I mean, do you think this is Pakistani Chitral?
It says Citral.
If it's lemony. So. Yeah, but then it says also known as Chitral.
Oh, does it say that? Oh, okay. Oh, well, some strain originating in Pakistan. Okay. It probably is. Yeah.
Lemon fragrance, and there's a touch of spiciness. And maybe they only saw that expression or something.
Yeah. No, the Pakistani Citrals are great. I think they're like building block great.
Absolutely.
don't think they're great as a standalone so much. I mean,
Yes.
you know, eh, personal preference. Some people might like it.
Yeah.
Diesel, bruh.
Oh, did we get to diesel? Where's that? There it is. There's the diesel.
Yeah, but you notice this book? I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
A little tiny, like, one nug.
Yep.
Yeah.
It says unheard of in Amsterdam. Diesel would be welcome in my bubbler at any time, which is interesting because I mean, either I hadn't put out New York City by the time the books came out, or he had already recognized.
Right. Oh, you like his write up on Dr. Kevorkian?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite write-ups.
That's funny. Ooh.
I remember that one was another one down in SoCal was the Kevorkian.
Which Durban poison do you think this is, though?
Ooh, I don't know. What do you think?
I'd almost lean towards this is. It's kind of hard to say, really.
Yeah.
It could be the general one that has gone around, Colorado, Oregon, California. Yeah. But then it could be I don't know. I don't know if it looks too much like a pure Durban, though, does it?
No.
No. Yeah.
Not in my opinion.
Ooh, early Durban. Now we're talking.
Early Durban. Oh.
Yeah.
Maui, Dutch Dragon. What else we got in here? There's the early Durban. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flying Dutchman. So Durban Skunk 1. Early Pearl. There's a really good cut of Early Pearl in the group right now.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. It's very skunky, but it doesn't have the same like mouth coating that a lot of skunky plants have. But it's definitely skunky, without any doubt.
Good old Flow.
Flow. It was always so pretty.
Oh yeah.
So gorgeous, but I didn't love the hive from it. I think it's unique in its incensey flavor.
You can't smoke pretty.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then 4-way.
4-way. There's been like 1,000 different 4-ways, which kind of sucks. So who knows?
Yeah. It's kind of a rough name.
I think 4077 Medleaf is a great name.
Oh shit, G13.
G13. Where's the G13? I'm not there yet. I'm at Great White Shark. Okay, there we go. G13.
Yeah.
Government research facility.
Ooh.
Probably true. 2 different G13s are shown. One from Trichome Technologies and one picked up in San Diego.
Huh. The Trichome Tech one, I guess, is the little floofier one. I've been wanting to chat with old K and ask him some questions. I don't know.
Yeah, there are a few questions I'd like to know about his NL6 and
yeah.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh no!
The beauty.
It's that real Louis.
There you go.
None of that fake Louis. That's not real. Yeah.
HP 13. The inner circle of pot snobs lucky enough to have access, sometimes lovingly referred to as pure indica strain originated in Afghanistan. It was surely inbred for generations by a proud family line of Afghanis in some remote valley of Afghani mountain. Then in the 70s in California, eventually made its way to New York, where it commonly sold for over twice the cost of gold, $8,000 a pound. What else do you have anything you want to add to this? Because you're growing it.
Okay. So for one, if you got the picture of the Maui indoor, that's exactly how it looks if you grow it like shit.
Yeah. That does not look good.
I mean, I can provide picture proof. Yeah. I have grown it like shit once or twice. But yeah, that's how it looks when you do not grow it well. Now, is he saying it's a pure
Afghani.
Pakistani Afghani. So
Yeah.
this is no way
Mm-hmm.
a pure. You know, even if you look at these pictures from the Maui indoor,
Yeah.
you know, that doesn't look like a fucking, you know, indica,
No.
you know, bud structure, right?
Wouldn't be my guess.
Didn't you track down that one dude that supposedly either like I don't know, was he close to the breeder or something like that? Was that you or was that somebody else?
I think that was somebody else who talked to the guy.
Oh, damn it.
I know JJ had said that he knew exactly who the guy was, but
right. Somebody else was saying how I thought it was you who had actually dude was making a lot of, you know, interesting statements about it. But
I have to go through my Instagram.
yeah. But no, I firmly believe that HP13 is just, you know, a good old school indica plant, you know,
Yeah.
Afghani, Pakistani. I'd lean towards Afghani based on, you know, all the Afghanis versus Pakistanis have grown.
Sure.
I'd definitely say it's an Afghani. But then I'd also say that it is a hybrid of like Laos, Thai, or, you know, something, you know, Burmese or any of that kind of thing. So it's just, you know, a pure sativa crossed with one of those. And my guess is it might even be like an F1, just a guess. It might be an F1, but man, when you grow the S1s of the HP13 out, they're shitty plants. Yeah. They're pretty awful. What I mean by that is, you know, you have to be really good at what you do if you want them to produce something, you know, nice. But man, some of the terps in there, they're like some of the coolest terps, you know, I've grown in a minute. You know, just, you know, all kinds of disgusting stink and just different, you know. And then there's these plants that won't even frickin' ever flower.
Yeah.
Or I think they'll eventually flower, but I haven't gotten there yet. But I mean, you know, and that only thing I've ever seen, you know, produce plants like that is, you know, from like Burmese and, you know, just pure sativas, you know.
Yeah.
So, but no, there's definitely some strong uniqueness in the HP13 genetics. But it definitely is needing a lot of work to, you know, move it forward, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know.
Here's some more pictures of the Maui
Those
greenhouse.
Yeah, those look okay-ish.
How about hash plant 14?
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Sounds like the new jam.
Yeah. We got the 14. Ooh, blue Burmese. Look at that.
All right.
Yes.
See what we got here. Where are we at? Bio. There's your blue Burmese, Hawaiian, San Diego. I don't know.
Ooh, red eye, huh?
Where's that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I did a terrible scan of it. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Ruderalis strawberry web.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the Hawaiian webbed indica crossed to like some strawberry thing, if I remember correctly. I always wanted to see if the Hawaiian webbed indica was anything.
Wait, so is Harawana just Northern Lights times hash plant?
Ooh, I don't know.
Hmm.
I do not know on Harawana. You see that somewhere? Is that? Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he claim that?
Oh, that's what it says in there. But
maybe he talked to Tuck and.
Yeah, but is Tuck the one responsible for Harawana everywhere?
I don't know. I mean, there's also a Moda Rebels version that was a little.
Well,
different.
Moda ain't no source of it. That obviously.
Yeah.
Tuck. So.
Yeah, didn't he say it was like Petrolia Head Stash crossed to something else and something else?
Yeah. but we all know Tuck.
Yeah,
Oof.
he could have given Northern Lights hash plant as the description to someone at one point.
Right.
Himalayan gold greenhouse. What else we got in here? What's the next one? Hindu Kush.
Yeah, Hindu Kush.
Supposed to be NL2 inbred.
What was it? Was it hybridized with the Kush 4, or was it just NL2?
I think it was just supposed to be NL2 inbred.
Huh. Wasn't there something about Hindu being like the Kush 4 times NL2 or something like that?
Not sure.
At least some point, maybe.
Yeah, maybe at some point it was.
Yeah.
Eventually at some point it went to NL2.
Right.
Here we are. We're in your country, Alder Point, Garberville.
Hell yeah! Now I used to have a big. Well, I still do have a big old stash of Alder Point seeds. Huge fatty seeds, and my buddy gave me these seeds in the late '90s, and Hurricane he got them straight out of Alder Point that year, but man, these plants they were like maybe 5 feet tall, and they had trunks on them like 8 to 10 inches across.
Yeah,
on 5 foot tall plants, and they weren't even that big of plants, but I think they yielded like 4 or 5 pounds a plant.
Yeah,
and this was just guerrilla grown. This was pre-medical, da 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 da. This was just grown out in the hills out by Wichipec and Orleans.
Wichipec.
Yeah, out in the backwoods. Yeah, northeastern Humboldt.
Yeah.
Whereas Garberville, that's a southern Humboldt.
That's all Oregon to me.
It might as well be Mendocino down there. And then honeydew. I grew this honeydew hybrid. Still have seeds, but they is not good anymore.
Honeydew.
Yeah, I've got old Polaroids of a bunch of honeydew hybrid I grew. Yeah,
that's not one I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
Humboldt indoor. Did you grow any Humboldt indoor?
No,
nope, never.
No.
Touch any Humboldt indoor.
But I grew some in the top of trees.
Yeah.
No, I was pretty much indoor from 97. I tried a little outdoor in like 94 and 90, 96, 97, and then from 97 on, I was just like indoor until 2007, I think.
Yeah.
So about a decade of just nice solid indoor, and then did better part of a decade outdoor, and now I'm back to indoor. But I like
better man than me.
I like to grow all doors.
All doors. All right. Let's see what we got here. Outdoor organic, more Humboldt treetop. There you go. Purple Humboldt.
Yeah, that's original.
Yeah, ice, Jack Flash. That was.
I think I grew. Was it Jack Flash, or was it like a Jack Flash hybrid? I don't know. There was this one I grew years ago. It was like a mega poly hybrid mutt. I only grew it one time, but it was super spicy, super frosty, nice and dense, big leggy plant. But it was so spicy. I liked all the aspects of it, but I'm not like a huge fan of that kind of spice, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Jack
Who's through here? Got Hair Haze. Hair.
Ooh, juicy fruit.
There you go.
That's a rough looking example of juicy fruit.
Yeah.
And then no K2 for me.
K2.
Ooh,
through Cali Mist.
There were some popular Cali Mist clones that floated through. I actually I had a Cali Mist clone, like a 97 Cali Mist clone from the homie Kanza for a minute, but it came over from Spain with the virus, with the plague.
Oh, good.
And it stayed that way until it died. So yep. it
That's
never
a
made
neat experience.
never made it out of quarantine. Yeah. Ooh, Kenyan.
Kenyan.
I like that.
Yeah. Magic Kush. Have you ever had Magic Kush?
No, I'm gonna pass. Ooh, Master Kush. Yeah.
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 Where's the master? There it is. The
Yeah.
master.
Not much for show.
No.
Yeah.
Not much
But
good to look at right there. I mean, it actually looks like some of the Master Kush I've seen.
right. Maybe, no, actually, it don't look like the SoCal Master though.
No, nothing like it. Not even a little bit.
That just looks like Bubba.
Yes.
Like a smaller Bubba.
Yeah.
And not as good smelling of a Bubba.
I would love to know where that came from.
Right.
One of those ones. Oh, Maple Leaf Indica, I didn't see that. Oh, no, that's what's up over here. Because I've seen Master Kush look like this. I've got pictures of a buddy with big old Master Kush donks like this.
I grew some Hindu Kush. At least I think it was no, it wasn't Hindu Kush. It was a no name, but I just kind of like assumed it was Hindu Kush. So
Yeah.
I have this one I call Backwoods Bubba. This freebie I've given out for years, and I just recently saw somebody growing it just recently. I'm like, wow,
Nice.
This it came to me. My good old Redbeard, was like, I found Uriah. I'm like, get a cut. He gets me this cut, and it grew just like this Maple Leaf Indica. It was a cool plant. I liked it. It was sturdy, and it looked like this plant right here. And it ended up in my room with with my Bubba reversal, my second Bubba reversal, and I just ended up giving all those seeds away. But it produced massive plants, just massive. I think some Sohum boys grew like 14 footers of this shit, years ago when I first gave it away. They were like, it was an amazing plant, but Ooh, Maui Wowie. No comment.
Maui Wowie.
I said no comment.
Different Maui Wowie.
Yeah, there's a few.
These pictures of stuff. Let's see, where are we at? Kush, Early Pearl, Hawaiian Lady, Thai Humboldt.
I skipped all that. I skipped straight ahead to Mendocino Mean Green.
Oh, Mendocino Mean Green. Oh, yeah, I have on here backwards. That looks good.
Huh?
Yeah, I scanned it in backwards.
Oh no. Whoops. Yeah, I've always wondered where Homeboy got his name. Mendocino Mean Green.
I wonder if it's related to the Martian Mean Green.
Oh no, I don't know.
Huh. Sam played with that for a while.
Indoor Mendocino. Shoot!
I probably know a guy who's responsible for at least a few.
You know a guy who knows the guy? Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Mendocino Outdoor Organic.
Yeah.
Anything? Mary Crystal. Popping up there. Misty.
Wait, what? Misty? Huh?
Yeah.
Where's
White Widow.
Misty. What was there a clone going around Humboldt back in the day? Misty.
I'm sure. I'm sure there's people saying that Lemon G was Skunk Misty as well.
Yeah, true that. Yeah.
No.
Molasses. Yeah, I don't know about no molasses.
Yeah. Molokai Yellow.
Yeah.
Don't know anything. Hawaiian. I've never tried Molokai other than from early on from Moda.
Yeah. And then generic Mount Shasta.
Yeah. Got Mystique.
Yeah, I don't even know that. But that
Yeah.
I got a bunch of buddies. We got a bunch of buddies. At least a few out in that Shasta area.
That's right.
Yeah. That out there. Oh man, I'm jealous of their climate. Their climate is so much better than anywhere I grow.
Yeah, I'm sure it's way better than here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's better than down there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Northern Lights.
Yeah, Northern
Yeah.
Lights blueberry. I got a couple
Yeah.
bag seeds of those from Portland.
Oh, yeah?
Still chilling from like 20 years ago. Haven't grown them out yet. I don't think they're gonna sprout. I don't know.
There's some NL haze, more NL haze.
Yep. NL.
Now,
Ooh,
now.
NL5. Huh?
Is there? Did they put NL5 in here?
Yeah.
Northern Lights haze hash plant.
20 years of selective inbreeding produced this highly celebrated plant. I don't
Oh, really?
know about 20 years. Maybe like one cross to a
Yeah.
Hawaiian. Yeah, F1.
Yeah. Though this here says Northern Lights with the male Northern Lights. Thai. Northern Lights 5 is.
Is that the Thai hybrid? I always thought it was the Hawaiian.
It was the Hawaiian.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
whatever that nug is on the opposite page, though, it looked real good. See that? Yeah. Yeah, that one. That top nug.
Yeah.
That looks pretty all right. I'd like to smoke it.
There's the NL6 from Kenny.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember Skunk Master Flex showed up with this one.
With number 6?
Yeah.
Was it from Dude or?
Remember where he sourced it, but I think he ended up giving it to Bodie or Bode. Yeah, I think he gave that to Bodie.
Huh. Interesting.
It'd have it backwards though.
Yeah. Ooh, Orange Bud. That's a keeper.
Orange Bud.
Years ago, I think 99. I think it was 99. It could have been 98. 98, 99. We got this clone called Southern Lights, right? And grew it out. Oh man, orangest flowers ever, just big, massive, floofy, orange-haired colas. Nothing to write home about. And then somebody, I think I was like, at my folks for Christmas or something, my grandparents for Christmas, and somebody broke in. I found out later who it was. But somebody broke in to my spot and stole 2 of my mother plants. They stole Uriah, and then they stole Southern Lights, and I wasn't too worried about the Southern Lights.
Yeah,
I was so upset they stole Uriah. I was like,
I bet,
you bastard.
That sucks.
Yeah, it turned out to be my kid my buddy's kid brother, who was high on that methamphetamine and decided to bust out my window and steal my.
That's the best time to do it.
Yeah. Guess he liked the smoke. I don't know. Yeah.
You got a Purple Kush from Trichome Technologies.
Ooh, you mean the purple indica?
Yeah, it's there. There's a bud right there.
No, that's what I really want to talk to the K about.
Yeah.
Because I swear this is not what everybody had as what was it, the Purple Kush from
Las Vegas,
from Blue.
A Blue Sky.
Yeah, isn't that the one that supposedly was from them?
Yes. And
yet, for some reason, never grew to look anything like what they had.
Yeah.
Every picture I've seen from them in High Times dating back, to the early mid '90s, it all looks like the Purple Indica, Seattle Perps, all of that, and I'd like to get to the bottom of that. I doubt Kay even still has that clone.
The SR71.
Yeah, the SR71.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
SR7, same thing.
But I've seen that 100 times, and it don't look nothing like, what they were showing. So, ooh, Purple Star. That's the stuff I want to grow. Hell yeah.
The king of the purples. I didn't even have to say it. It's already been said.
Yeah.
You want it.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So purple that it's black.
Yeah. No, that's one of the coolest looking pics in the whole book.
Yeah, it is. In this book, that it definitely held my attention.
Yeah, maybe a 3% THC.
Probably very close, if not.
Yeah.
The real McCoy. Any experience?
No.
Russian outdoor.
Nope. Doesn't that look like the Romulan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, Sensi Star though.
We had Sensi Star. There
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
looks pretty.
This way. Let's see which one.
Yeah.
Left. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
I think I grew a Sensi Star one time, maybe back in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice, super frosty, no complaints. It just didn't. I don't know, for some reason it didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these super frosty ones, like a lot of these Amsterdam ones that were just super frosty and blah blah blah, they just didn't have any kind of an exciting nose or flavor, or or the high was just like whatever. Shiva Skunk.
Yeah, Shiva Shanty. I don't know if you have any experience with that one. Then we got Shiva Skunk for sure.
Right.
Skunk 1 NL5.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, there was so much of that going around.
Shiva Shanty almost kind of looks like it almost looks like a little bit like Snowbud right there, but yeah, that'd be a stretch.
Garlic bud.
Yeah.
Snowbud.
Good old garlic bud. I wonder if Chem D isn't a Shiva Shanty hybrid.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that before.
I mean, because it has that garlicky, to it too. A lot of people say.
Definitely.
My dumb nose is like, oh, it smells great.
I mean, it smells like bad breath to me more than garlicky, but definitely I can see why.
But I mean, bottom line is, whatever Greg had growing in his room back between 91 and 93, because he lost Chem 91 in 93.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that right?
That is
and
correct.
So, and that's when he gave it to Gabby. He lost it after that, and so he didn't get it back until what? Well, after 06.
Yeah.
So he didn't even have Chem 91 from 93 till like 06, 07, 08, whenever he got it back.
Long time.
And so I think he got it back from, didn't Ben give it back to him?
I'm not sure who gave it back to him.
For the Chem D in 06. I think.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I think that's what happened. Yep. So, but I guarantee you, whatever Greg was growing, and what was Greg, 19, 20 years old?
Yeah.
In that era when he was growing. I mean, I know what I was growing then, and I was like, I was having a lot of fun, but I wasn't the best grower.
Yeah.
I got a few little bag seeds, toss.
Yeah, I wouldn't be showing anyone my grows.
Yeah, but
Sure.
No, I mean, if he was growing that Shiva Shanty or whatever he was growing in those 2 years, that could have accidentally hybridized with that Chem 91 one way or the other. I guarantee you that's what Chem D is, because Chem D ain't no sister to Chem 91. Huh?
Yep. We're gonna get shit for it.
Yeah. I've been getting shit for it for 20 years, saying the same damn thing every year.
We don't need to do skunk passion, but we do have. So we had diesel earlier. Now we have sour diesel.
Oh well, we missed skunk 1. What the heck?
Did we?
And silver pearl, bro.
Yeah, where's the silver pearl? Did I miss?
It's a pretty crust pick. You didn't miss.
Yeah, no, silver pearl.
Yeah,
one here is beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, that sour diesel looks nice though, don't it?
I mean,
and that's real nice for outdoor. Whew.
Yeah,
that's some pretty hard stuff.
And he mentions it tastes like Lemonhead's candy.
Oh,
and you mentioned that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, tangy lemon thing that makes you never want to stop exhaling. And that's what's the super lip smacking part of it is when you exhale. It's like
right. Yeah. Well, that stuff sounds good.
Yeah.
Him
and a Matt Super Skunk.
I should get a cut.
Yeah, right. Try the original.
I need to just learn how to grow my cut. Think truth be told, I've been growing it wrong for the last 15, 20 years.
You've been growing it wrong?
I think.
You want to grow it upside down?
Well, the soil company that Shaw used,
yeah, that's true.
I used to use that same soil company, Power Flower,
at
McClellan Ranch, and they had the best dirt I feel, because I tried everything, and McClellan Ranch Power Flower was the dirt, and that's what Shaw grew the best sour-D I've ever had in my entire life. And that company shut down 20 years ago or whatever it was, and
let us dig into bogs. Get out of here.
I know it was Humboldt bogs too. Yeah,
that ain't fair.
And that's why they got shut down.
Ooh, this sounds good. Super Shiva.
You mean Super Silver Haze? Yeah, that does sound good.
No, it was Super Skunk and Shiva Skunk.
Huh. Okay.
Sounds
like
it has potential.
skunk.
Yeah.
And then Shiva. Huh.
Two Afghani skunks.
Right.
And then SSH.
And that didn't even win a cup until 98, 99.
What's that? The SSH?
Super Silver Haze.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's been enough covered on that one, I'm sure.
Right.
There's the Super Skunk from Cincy Seeds. Early.
Right.
Outdoor Maui Super Skunk.
Ooh. Yeah, they look skunky.
Yeah. Tahoe Outdoor.
Tahoe Outdoor's got to be pretty nice. That looks like some of that high elevation nug too. Super, just rock hard dense. Yeah. Everything grows different at high elevations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Titanic. You ever grow Titanic? The Flying Dutchman Thai Skunk 1.
It sounds like it could be cool, but
yeah.
No. Good old Trinity right here.
Trin.
The overwhelming skunk odor. So strong.
So strong.
Yeah. Herb was scored in Eugene, Oregon. Huh.
No, honestly, officer, I accidentally ran over 500 skunks at once. Whatever was going around is Trinity. I didn't quite catch that heavy.
Well, the dudes from Eugene, who I imagine should know, that I gave the cut, that we have, we all have going around.
Mm-hmm.
The dude I gave it to, and to verify yay or nay. I gave it to all of Natsa's buddies, and they all grew out, and half of them all said, "Yep, this is it for sure." And they're all, they were all up there in Eugene, Oregon, back in the mid '90s, so they should know, mid to late '90s. But then, as they grew up more, they were like, we're not sure. So they kind of ended up on the fence on that. But then I gave it to this dude up there in Eugene, who supposedly knew what was up, and he grew it in his greenhouse, and said, "Nope, it's not it. It was way too skunky." And I'm like, scratching my head, being like,
"That is a weird response.
Too skunky to be Trin." And I mean, I don't know entirely for sure if it is the cut, or at the very least it's a hybrid of Trinity, and it comes straight from Eugene anyway. So the cut we all play with. But I mean, yeah. I tried getting back to the source, but I don't think the source got to sample it. But I would like to talk to Billy in Portland, who's the dude who's responsible for the Trinity, you know.
Yeah.
For acquiring the seed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But still a bit of a mystery, but whatever we have is a pretty decent cut just by itself.
Yeah. Trinity asterisk.
Yeah.
So Warlock.
Warlock, isn't that a skunk one? Something White Widow? Oh, Afghani one.
Yeah.
No, wait. Which one?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Warlock. It was a Magus strain, if I remember.
Oh, okay. A skunk variety hybrid, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a white Afghani.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
Yeah.
Albino HP13.
Mm-hmm. I grew three different. I think it was three, maybe four different White Widow hybrids. I grew the White Widow F2, White Widow Slider times White Widow.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other ones offhand, but I grew all those back in 1999, care of good old Steve Tuck, and they were okay.
What are they? Do you know anything? Have you ever heard the albino HP13?
I
didn't either.
But it makes sense though. If I can, the interesting thing about the strain is the albino hairs that will never turn red. I'm like, that's better than never putting on a hair.
Yeah, right.
No, there's some weirdness. There's some weirdness in that HP13.
That's funny.
So unique though. Yeah.
White Lady. That was a nickname for the cocaine.
Yeah.
All I know about that. Casey Rains.
White Rhino.
Rhino. I loved the Rhino that went around.
Yeah.
And it gave me my most psychedelic high in the extracts.
So
it's always been one that's been on my map to find a really, really
right. What was that one I was running for?
Great White Shark.
Oh, Great White, which is a White Rhino hybrid.
Yeah, White Rhino Super Skunk.
Okay, yeah. Because I grew one
higher.
Yeah, I grew one of those Great White Sharks from Humboldt, and then I grew one from San Diego, and they were both nice. I liked them both. Yeah. My dad really liked the one from Humboldt. I had it growing outdoors, and it was like 8 feet tall with a trunk like 6 inches in diameter, just a massive trunk.
Yeah.
Just a perfect Kush plant. It just looked like a massive Bubba Kush.
Yeah, that's
outdoors.
Awesome.
Yeah. And
never
just in
had Great White Shark.
Yeah, and just in like a 200-gallon pot or bed. Yeah.
White Russian.
Ooh, White Russians.
Grown it. I didn't have anything special to say about it.
Yeah. I would like
White Widow.
I'd like to try some pure White Widow aside from the F2s I grew back in the day.
Yeah.
Just like a good keeper selection.
Yeah, same.
Although, honestly, that I swear that looks. When did what? It came out in the mid 90s, huh?
95.
Yeah, so we got this cut from this dude, good old Jocka Jim, name drop.
Yeah,
and it was called White Carpet, and it was like the one he held on lock. His whole crew held on lock for years and years, and it looked exactly like this. So you know what? I've probably grown a shitload of White Widow and didn't even know it. It was called White Carpet. So if anybody knows, what White Carpet was going around Humboldt, Southern Humboldt,
leave a comment.
It looked exactly like this. Just same hairs, same frost. It was early, chunky. It was cool. I wish I would have not lost it.
Yeah,
it could have made some interesting things. But good old White Carpet. Yeah. There
you go. And then Williams Wonder.
I wonder where it came from.
Yeah. That was again the SSSC interview still up, but it was just so unclear.
Well, a bunch of cats claimed it came from Williams, Oregon, right?
Yeah, and he said no way. He said it was named after Prince Willem in Holland. So, yeah, he just kind of.
So are you calling me a liar?
SSSC says no. That's all I know.
Oh shit! Guess what I forgot to use for the whole book?
But condom?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We got to inspect it.
I forgot to inspect.
Oh shit!
On spec issue 2.
On book 2. So
I think my favorite book is book 2.
Yeah,
but
same.
book 3 was pretty good too.
Yeah, book 3 is pretty good, and I think we're going to have some interesting talks through those.
Yeah.
Sections that we can expand on.
We need to talk homie into doing a book 4 and 5.
I know. Like I'd like to talk to him and see if he will.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
Plans.
Yeah, you could do a whole book on Girl Scout cookie hybrids.
Amazing.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Well, this concludes it for book 1. We got you in right under 2 hours.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, way longer than I said it would take, but yeah, whatever. I really appreciate you coming on and doing this.
Oh yeah, I look forward to doing book 2.
Yeah, I'm stoked, man.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot to laugh about and go through there. It might take 2 episodes to finish too.
No. We'll run through it quick.
I don't know. Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Might be fun to do it long.
All right.
Well, I'll let you get back to your day. I know you're a busy man.
Oh, I got to get back to work.
Building.
Shit,
But
this sitting on butt. Not for me.
You got some Christmas stuff coming up on your site, so go check it out. If you don't know his site, I'll make sure people know in some way that I don't get.
Oh, no Christmas stuff yet. I'm just trying to get done with all the Black Friday stuff. Then I'll think about some Christmas.
You worry about Christmas.
Anybody waiting on an order? It's coming.
Yeah.
It takes time. We got too many orders, but
yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It does take a long time.
Oof. Yes.
All right, man. Well, lots of love and appreciate you. And this will air in a few hours. So. All right.
I might check it out.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right.
Get back to work, pirate.
All right, later.
All right, late.
Want to sit at the table with the syndicate? Check out our Patreon in our link tree or description below. Our merch site is officially live. We have all sorts of shirts, hoodies, and goodies to sort you out, and shipping is super fast, and most importantly, the quality is top notch. I've been saving old designs for years for this purpose, so please check it out, syndicategear.com. We also have an underground syndicate Discord where we get together and solve old strain history together daily. It's an amazing community of learning away from IG, and it's an amazing resource for old catalogs and knowledge. We hope you join our union of breeders and growers. Come check it out.